It's Friday night. What are you doing home?
Well, I'm an introvert, so I don't really like going anywhere.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to be an introvert alone.
Maybe. I mean,
Shut up. You need singleintroverts.com.
did you just tell me to shut up?
Singleintroverts.com will get you in touch with so many people.
I really don't want that. I kind of just want to stay here and watch Netflix.
No more sitting around watching Netflix.
Did you hear me? I want to.
Singleintroverts.com will get you out of the house and on dates with other introverts. How does that sound?
Ugh, terrible.
It does sound great. I think so too.
Okay, you aren't even listening?
Only $99.95 a year.
Not listening.
Stay home alone with someone.
That doesn't even make sense.
Singleintroverts.com. Join today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid's Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid, so you don't have to.
And we are broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook Live every Thursday at 4 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
CST?
With your time zones, get with the program.
That's
But
right.
people right in the middle of the country, they're like, God, I got 2 more hours of work. No, fuck that. Blow off work. Listen to us being stupid.
It's 1 more hour.
I mean, well, hey, some people work till 6 o'clock, Patrick. Okay.
Well, they're jerks. Don't do
They're
that.
jerks? You think jerks are out here working till 6 o'clock? You say that's like the jerking hour? It's like the witching hour, but vaguely sexual?
But jerking.
Yeah, it's just gross, Patrick. I can't believe you'd bring that up.
Gross. That is gross.
So, got to do it.
What is this?
This is our first comment.
I just clicked over and I was like, I expected to see your mom saying hi like she always does.
Patrick, can you go ahead and read this in the accent of a Scottish man being angry at a gopher?
A Scottish man?
Yes, it's
Like
angry at a gopher.
Which area?
Right on the beach.
Oi! I am very glad to be sharing with everyone here the marvelous work of Dr. O'Reilly has done for my life. I was diagnosed of herpes, and ever since I've been very unhappy. Go far! I was depressed and heart_broken every day until one day when I came across a shocking testimony about Dr. O'Reilly cured someone of her herpes. Her? I'm looking at the... Anyway, without wasting much time, I link him up immediately. That's where you link him up. And he actually sent me the medication, which I took a couple of weeks, and I was cured from this deadly happiest contact. What in the hell?
What?
Contact D?
Contact D?
Is that like when you're like around someone's dick, and then you're like, oh...
Honey, I wasn't cheating on you. I swear, I just got a contact D.
It's just a contact D, I swear.
Yeah, I didn't sleep with your brother. It's a contact D. You know, it was just out in the room, and it's like, it's in me, but not in me.
There's contact.
Yeah. So that was our first comment. Happened right as we started. So we had to really give it out for thank you, Nathu Ram. So great.
So nice. They rammed him twice.
You son of a bitch. Get out. You get out of here.
No. Come on.
I can't handle it.
Okay.
All right. Oh.
Boy, where do you go from there?
Well, we go from...
I'm just going to...
I mean, this...
someone over herpes without wasting much time. I link them up. I'm going to link them up immediately. Don't waste any time.
How do you link up a doctor?
You linked them up.
Yeah, but I mean, like how? Like if you were to link up like your podiatrist, how would you link them up?
Oh, I just go up to the thing and I hit link, and then it says link them up.
Oh, okay.
Up.
All right, well, just to let you know, the rest of the comment was the actual contact information for that. So it's a good thing it stopped right there because I don't want to see that nonsense. And we're just
Contact D, the deadly happiest of contactees.
What's a contact V run for these days? Like, is that what you get through a Zoom date?
Yeah, that's when you make it all the way through.
Yes. And when chat roulette finally pays off,
they let you take them to Olive Garden.
Ooh.
To contact V.
Curbside pickup.
Oh, shit.
6 feet apart dining.
The happiest of herpes.
We have not reached the point where we have gone back to the junior high style of dancing, like you have to have the distance.
It's the Frankenstein dancing.
It's the
hands out.
Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers movie when they get the Goombas dancing in the elevator.
Oh God, I didn't remember that. I
remember that movie so well. I watched it so much as a kid.
That was John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Do
you remember who played Koopa?
Oh my God, no.
Dennis Hooper. Hopper? Hooper.
Dennis Hopper.
Hopper. There we go.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper. I
can remember.
All right, Dennis Hooper, that guy. He's a terrible actor. He's probably the guy who put Nathu Ram up to fucking writing.
Damn you, Nathu Ram.
Nathu Ram.
Oh, that's a sick beat. Oh, thanks.
I bet he's not even still watching.
You know what? I do feel kind of used for Dr. D. Spreading his
contact D. Nobody likes a sad contact D.
Well, you know, if you can't get some contact D, you could get some contact Z.
As in Zegway.
Oh. Because, I mean, we got the coronavirus going on. I don't know if you know about that. Hot take for a minute happening. With a lot of stuff being shut down, some people are looking to kind of get some jollies, you know, but they can't really go in places. Like they can't go like in a haunted house. So obviously the next best thing, a drive-through haunted house. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a production company in Tokyo, Kowagarasete.
Sure.
Which roughly translates to Scare Squad. They've launched a drive-through haunted house. The cast member says, "We have started this drive-in because we cannot get close to customers." So what they do is the car will drive into the room, and for a 13-minute performance, a bunch of zombies will attack the car with chainsaws and fake blood, just covering the car with fake blood. So like, I'm gonna get you, and you're like, I'm in my car. No, I'm not. No, you're not. Like, we signed a waiver.
It's like, turn off your wipers. It's on auto. I'm sorry.
The moisture.
The blood is rain. Sorry.
One of my favorite songs to play is "Raining Blood," so I could see how the car is confused. It's like, oh, I didn't realize this was like a how-to thing.
Yeah, they're like, hey.
Yeah.
Boo. Please pull ahead. Now put it in neutral. The conveyor belt will do it for you.
You just get zombies that are chasing you, but they're really just pushing the car. They're like, put your back into it, Scott.
Come on. What? I told you you should have stretched. It reminds me of that. That corn zombie.
The hayride.
The hayride. Yeah, with like the really fat zombies.
I don't think they were fat. I think they were just wearing so many hockey pads.
Right, but then like the stuff was put over it to make it look like they were just fat zombies.
Oh,
I mean,
I remember watching this one guy who was clearly making $8 an hour and just hated his life. He got shot on one time. He's like, we shoot him. He just kind of turns around and charges back. And then we do like a little bit of a circle. And amazing, I see him coming out the other side. He goes, I'm like, oh man, he had a scare.
You're not into this.
And so I shot him in his foot. Anyway,
it's
the one place that wasn't protected. He was just wearing some Converse. Those aren't going to protect you from paintballs.
Earn that $8, Skipper.
So the customers are stuck in the cars and they cannot escape the show for the entire 13 minutes. And once the show is over, the zombies actually clean the blood off the cars they attacked just minutes earlier. So
I'm
if
sorry.
anything,
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
yeah. Oh, wrong car. Sorry. I don't know. It's kind of like the most aggressive car wash you could ever go to. No, you're smearing it. It's getting everywhere. No, I don't want that. He's using newspaper. God, I told you we can't go this way off the interstate.
It's smearing. It's just smearing.
It's just you're making it worse. So, there was bird shit. Now there's bird shit, and what appears to be your blood. Oh, great! 1 second. Yeah. No, I don't want to wash today. No, it's fine. I just got it cleaned yesterday. Look, I don't have any money. Do you want like a banana? Okay, I mean half a banana. I already started eating it.
Told you to bring change. I said bring change. They're gonna when they watch it. They're gonna want to tip.
There's a coin shortage. I know normally you just throw it on the ground and they scatter.
Right.
We're short. They show.
Whenever I go to Delta Sonic, and then they go into the thing, like I was so like mad at myself for not like all I had was 20s on me. Yeah. And I go to the guy, I was like, "You got change for 20?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He starts bringing out like all of the singles, and I was just like, and then finally, one of the supervisors was over there, and he's like, "Bradley, do you happen to have maybe 2 5s and a 10 in your wallet?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, hold on a second." And he goes in his wallet. He's like, "I got change." I was like, "Cool."
Wow.
It's like, you don't need to give me all these singles. I am not going to a strip club.
I mean, when you're going to Sonic, it's kind of implied.
Delta Sonic?
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of like a party atmosphere in that car wash.
Exactly.
Like they got all the bright lights and it's like, you know, the only thing that's missing is them playing at the car wash.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Coming to the stage, foam rollers.
Remember, no names, no phone numbers. Keep your hands to yourself and your car in neutral.
If you pay extra, you could get a private dance from the undercarriage cleaner.
We had an interesting evening. We have a friend who is dancing at a club now. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we went
you
to...
tell me which friend so I can mock them? No, I'm kidding.
No. Well, I mean, I have a friend. You don't know this person.
Oh, thank God.
All right. No. No, believe me, that probably would have been the first thing I told you today. I'd been like, guess who? No. But we decided we were like, we're gonna go and we're gonna support. And like, this is a place in Ottawa. Like, I've owned storage containers bigger than this place.
Oh, great.
And we walk in and I'm like, this place is a staph infection waiting to happen. And I'm like, they're like, you can take your mask off at the table. I go, no, I cannot. I'm good. I'm gonna wear my mask. I'll put the straw underneath, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not taking it off. I'm not doing it. And so we're watching. And sure enough, like there's this one, like it is practically empty. There's like maybe 4 guys there. 4 dudes. And like the dancers are bored.
Oh, that's always fun.
Like one was on the stage and got on her phone. Got on her phone. And then got mad when it was commented about. Yeah.
Titties.
It's like, why try? Anyway.
When they say it's topless, you're like, ooh, do you mean the bra or the mask?
Yeah, the mask needs to.
Like, oh, which one's naughtier for you?
We were there probably 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, it's good.
And you got 3 cold sores.
4.
Okay, that makes sense. You know, the same group of actors that were doing the car wash, they figured, the car wash, it's played out. We've done it for a month. We gotta step it up. People aren't scared anymore of a bloody car wash. You know, the next step above a bloody car wash, of course, is
a clean car wash.
You son of a bitch. You know all the scary tropes.
Yeah.
Now, instead, they decided to take people out of the cars. Not like physically. They said, no, you can come out of the cars this time. Get out of the car. Ooh, this is scary. Hold on 1 second. Yes.
Get out of the car.
Oh my God. So now they decided they're going to put customers in coffins surrounded by chainsaw wielding zombies.
There was a thing at Six Flags last year, like during simpler times.
Yeah.
When there was like, I forget what it was. I think it was like if you could stay in this coffin for a certain amount of time, you would get a prize.
Like a Fear Factor type thing.
Kind of, yeah. There's a Six Flags coffin challenge, 30-hour coffin challenge winner.
Horde
6 people won the 30. It was hard but worth it.
Were they all in one big coffin? Was it the mass grave challenge?
No. I'm trying to remember what. I'm trying to figure out what the prize was.
Was it their freedom?
They get out.
You did it.
You can win. What can I win? $300 cash.
Oh.
Or 2 2019 gold season passes.
Nope.
Not sure what a gold season pass looks like.
It's like a shiny Pokemon.
Right. Or a Fright Fest prize package, including 2 VIP haunted house passes.
Lame. The best prize is $300, and even that's not worth it.
Right? Let's see. Platinum gold. Gold membership. Gold membership is $230. It is admission to all outdoor parks, membership rewards access, and all the benefits of our best season pass.
Or pass.
Yeah, that's not but at the same time, it's like, so a gold membership is $230.
Sure.
So if I won this challenge, I'd be taking a $70 hit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why don't I just buy a Gold Plus membership with it?
Yeah.
And it's not even like, and the Platinum's $275. Like, what's the choice here?
Well, I don't know. If you were offering a gold versus a platinum membership to something, to that Ottawa strip club, what's the difference between a gold and a platinum membership at that Ottawa strip club shoebox?
They clean the glass in front of you, and you know that it's been cleaned.
Ooh, are you talking your drinking glass?
Whatever, dude. Everything.
There's some glass. Some of it clean.
Remember the gold membership, all admission to outdoor parks, membership rewards access, benefits of the best season pass. The platinum membership, which is $45 more. Mm-hmm. What do you think that gets you?
A parking permit.
No. Well, yes, preferred parking. You're right.
Ooh.
Skip the line. 15% off food and 25% off almost everything else. That's word for word. And unlimited soft drinks every visit.
So this is like, if you live down the road from it and this is how you spend your summer, maybe that's worth it.
Well, so we used to do the Diamond is Diamond's priority parking. This is $490.
Jesus Christ.
Diamond Elite priority parking. Skip 2 ride lines every visit. Save 50% off of everything.
Imagine it's like it's random, like which lines you get to pick. You're like, okay, we're get in line for Raging Bull and just hope, because that's a 2.5 hour wait.
Nope,
waiting. You go through the entire thing. Then you get to the bathroom. There's one person in front of you. You're like, hey, you get to skip the line. You're like, all right, I didn't have to go that bad.
It's like you get to skip the line on the Eagle. I don't want to go on the Eagle. I'm pretty sure that thing's going to fall down any minute.
I mean, well, you walked past it and looked at it, so you were technically in line.
We used to go every year. We used to do we used to have the pass, and the pass, like after like your third time, was like paid for it. you know, and we went a lot. And then like one time we were just bored. We were just plain bored, and we were like, okay, I think the Six Flags thing is over. Like we went and we didn't even go on rides. We just hung out in like Main Street in the parking in like the main town square. We're like, I don't want to go anything. You want to go anything? No, I go anything.
That sounds like
but at any rate,
waste of time.
Would you sit in a coffin for 30 hours?
Nope.
For $300?
No.
How much would you sit in a coffin for 30 hours?
Am I just in there by myself, or can I like listen to music?
Well, first of all, tell me like straight up, no help, no nothing. What would you want? And then if you add the music, I'll tell you what you will be docked money wise.
I think I would have to get like, I hate the idea of being stuck in a coffin. It'd have to be at least 10 grand for 30 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if I want
now you're gonna have music. You want to have music,
mm-hmm.
and there's also like if you have like a 30-hour battery, right? So
yeah.
So I would say to you,
we can plug it into the wall.
$3,000.
$3,000.
I'll even throw in like a pee break.
No, you have to clean the coffin when I'm done. That's part of the deal. I don't know if I could do it for $3,000. I really hate the idea of being in a coffin. It'd have to be the kind of money where you're like, you have to get punched in the face for turning it down. Like, oh, you could have had 50 grand if you put a toenail in your mouth. You don't know whose toenail it is. But it's like, yeah, but it's 50 grand. I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
How much would it cost for you to grow a bionic dick on your arm?
Do I need to come up with the technology myself?
Nope. We have the penis master himself, Professor David Ralph of London's University College Hospital. He came up with it. He's got a working background portfolio. So he can do it. How much to have a bionic dick growing on your arm?
I would say $10,000.
$10,000.
But if you gave me one pee break and some music, then I would say $4,000.
Malcolm McDonald, a 45-year-old mechanic, had a bit of an infection in his perineum.
Yeah, was it an exciting or the happiest of contactees?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The deadliest of happiest contactees?
They don't tell you. It just says an infection. Like, you gotta have some mystery, you know? You can't give it all away. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?
You can get the D for free.
So he had this infection that turned his fingers, toes, and his penis black. And as a white person, you could see why it would scare him. He said when I saw my penis go black, I was beside myself. It was like a horror film. I was in a complete panic. I knew deep down it was gone, and I was just going to lose it.
Oh, it's just going to lose it.
In 2014, he said his penis just pretty much just fell off and dropped onto the floor.
Oh, my God.
Ugh. His testicles were fine.
Okay.
But he was like, he already knew he was going to lose it. So, yeah, right. Once he knew he was going to lose it. So once it fell off, he just kind of and just threw it away. If your dick fell off, would you just be like, who needs it?
Be like, get me some ice. We gotta save it.
I don't know how much ice it would have taken to save it.
Get it. We'll throw it on the ground in the garage, break it off a bit. No, use
the dick?
No, the ice.
Oh.
Use the fancy ice. Use the one the ice that's been boiled. Yes, that ice. I know it's more expensive, but get it.
You should just throw it on the ground of the garage to break it. I'm like, why would you want to smash your dead dick?
No, the ice bag.
You're like, who needs this?
Well, honestly, it's let me down. Let's just say that.
I think it let itself down by jumping
Ah,
off. So he said he went to the hospital and they said the best they could do was to roll the remaining stump into like a little sausage roll and kind of hope for the best. For some reason, he decided to become a recluse and an alcoholic. You hate when that happens.
Dude, if there's ever a reason to become a recluse and an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, when your dick just gives up on you.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this? My dick fell off. Oh, okay.
My D left me. I know your father left you. No,
Oh.
my dick.
And it wasn't happy or deadly. It just happened.
So Professor Dr. Ralph of London's University College Hospital had already created Professor David Ralph.
Okay, you said Professor Dr. Ralph. I was like, which one are you? Come on, Ralph.
Professor David Ralph.
There you go. Pick a subject, dude.
So he created a bionic penis for a guy named Andrew Wardle who was born without one. So he's like, I've made dicks before. I can do it.
And I could do it again.
He said it's an arm graft procedure. He said it could take up to 2 years. So he got the funding. He got the insurance to cover it because it wasn't just so he could have sex. It was so he could actually use the bathroom. So insurance covered it as a medical necessity. And then, as part of the medical necessity of it, he said, could you could you throw 2 more inches on the end of that bad boy for me?
So they got it's got to grow.
Yeah, he takes skin from the arm,
okay,
churn it into a dick, and it's attached on the arm, so it's still attached to living tissue. And then he's just got a dick on his arm.
And then
you ever just walk in the bar and you see someone like, oh, that person's got crutches, that person's a lazy eye, that person's a dick on his arm.
Yeah.
It always happens. It always happens.
So they were going to grow it there, and then first of all, he's going to always have to wear long sleeves.
Yes, he is wearing long sleeves, and he said every now and then, people notice the bulge. Yeah,
they're like impressive. Which that was somewhere else because down there it's Nothingville.
Normally you see the bulge right by the knee, and you go, "Wow, that's huge! It's all the way up to your arm."
That's right. He's like instead of the gray sweatpants, he's wearing like gray sweatshirts. He's like, "Oh, I can't help but notice."
Oh, are you?
So then they were going to take it off and put it up somewhere else.
Yeah, they were gonna take it off his arm and put it onto where his dick goes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's been quite a few delays.
It's been a bad season for dick growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The crop's not coming in. Looks like we're going to have to figure out something for winter.
We don't have enough in storage, Paul.
We're going to have to make it last.
I don't want to ask nicely from the neighbors.
I was hoping to go to the state fair with this dick, but it's let me down. It was going to be now you put it down. That is not a blue ribbon.
This is a skin tag at best.
It'd be terrible for his dating life. It's like, so Susie, you want to go out and then have some dinner and then maybe come back to my house?
Oh, I mean, yeah, okay, we're fine.
Okay, then we're gonna put you down for September 3rd, 2022.
Oh wait, excuse me, that's a couple years from now.
I know.
I thought we were.
Listen,
I was being whimsical.
Kind of like a fine wine.
Okay.
I get better with age.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for my dick to grow on my arm.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm like a fine wine.
Yeah, no, the part after that.
The better with age.
It sounded like you said you were going to give me a hand job, but with something else.
Well, I mean, if you want to give me a little arm.
I went wrist deep. So he said a few. It hasn't been attached to his where it's supposed to go. It's been 4 years because there's been
Susie, we're gonna have to wait another year.
I guess the watch is staying on.
Oh, well.
Scheduling
I already got married to a guy with a dick. You get out of here. We had an appointment.
I told you there's a 24-hour cancellation.
You tease.
Yeah, the latest thing that set it back, wouldn't you know it? Coronavirus.
Oh.
Coronavirus strikes again.
Ruining everybody's year.
Seriously.
Well, how did the coronavirus set it back, though?
Because he couldn't have the surgery. I guess.
Oh, so now he's just got like a full-on...
He has a full-on dick just hanging out on his arm.
Do you think it, like... Okay, so...
Yeah.
You know,
there you go.
Well, he wanted a couple extra inches, so...
Yeah, he got the upgrade package.
So does he have to do like this and then like a wristband?
You know, they didn't go into the specifics of it.
Well, that's what we want. We want specifics.
You know how many articles I had to search just to find even like an okay picture? Like I didn't even get a picture of it. It's just if it blurred on his arm.
He is so not thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
And can you go back to like, so think about the aspect of his arm, right? Think about the aspect of his arm. That's not very big.
Well, his arm isn't fully erect.
And at this point in time, is he like, you know, they're like, the photo, they're like, you know what we're going to need you to do? Roll up your sleeve. Roll up your sleeve.
Okay, now what?
Now just kind of like lay it out there.
Okay.
What? No, I just saw somebody commented.
Too many articles. You know how many times you have to search guy with dick on his arm until you find something you're happy with?
Three times.
Yeah, the other two were just because I needed to finish. Speaking of finishing. Oh man, you've been on a cruise ship lately?
No, I haven't.
Nah, no one has.
Here's one thing that I might be. I think we've settled a mystery.
Okay.
Due to the fact that Matt Elfring is watching.
Yeah.
If you had to guess on a scale of 0 to 100%, that Matt Elfring is actually Nathu Ram. Coincidence.
What a coincidence. The man of 1,000 identities is right on hand when we have Nathuram coming through.
Nathuram.
It's like the chanting on a chorus of a song. So, with all the cruise ships being docked right now, people can't go on cruises. But that's not stopping Paul Durham of Mutford, England.
Because now is going to be the time that I was going to show you my Disney cruise passes.
You son of a bitch! I don't want that. No. This guy, if you could behave, Paul Durham, he worked on cruise ships for like almost 30 years. And he decided to just switch to running a couple of local ferries. With all of the cruise ships right now moored in the English Channel, he decided to start offering 2.5-hour ghost ship tours where he doesn't point out all the ghosts of the people that died on these boats. He just takes people up and down the water on his boat going, look at that boat.
There's like 2 ghosts on that boat.
All right, look at that boat.
Yeah, there was one ghost on that boat, but it went to the other one. That's why there's 2 now.
And now look at that boat.
It's just spooky, you know? Like, look at that. Like, look at it.
Look at that weird bird. It's on that boat. He takes people like within a couple hundred feet of the ship, so people can get to understand how vast these ships are. But the idea of just driving up and down, going, look at these boats. Am I right?
Right.
Here's my business. So
This is
now,
what I do.
the people who are most interested in his tours, they've become book solid. Most of the passengers are devoted cruise fans who decided to just use it as an opportunity to revisit their previous vacations. It's like, oh, remember when we were on that boat? I threw up right there and right there.
I
Yeah,
ate
no, one
so much
meal.
shrimp right over there. Like so much shrimp.
Oh, I think they missed a spot when they're cleaning. Gross.
That's a Disney cruise over there. That's where Bear had so much fun.
No, sink that boat. Call them the pirates. One guy even had his Wi-Fi still connected to the boat. They got so close. He's like, oh, look at that. Still works.
Oh boy, what people do for fun.
Like how? I mean, we're into what, month 5 or 6?
I think
About
it's
month
7.
5? No, because it started in mid-March, so we're almost on 6 months of a certain amount of people staying at home. People are getting so bored they're going to go on a boat ride to look at boats that they can't ride. It's like, would you take a really slow-moving train that's not on a track around Six Flags, like around the fence perimeter?
That's kind of like what I ended up doing on Monday.
What'd you do?
The strip club.
Oh. I didn't realize that was.
Look at that boat. No, I don't want to. That boat's on her phone.
Oh man, she's got barnacles growing on it.
The cruise, that looks like fun.
Speaking of barnacles growing on an area.
Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
I know. It sounds gross.
It is. It is gross.
You're right, because it's about Gwyneth Paltrow. We have Goop, the damn team from Goop, right? They're talking about her vagina candle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she released a candle a while ago.
What's wrong with her?
It's called "This Smells Like My Vagina." And here's the thing, Patrick. Okay, she chose the name because she wants to end the stigma around female sexuality. All right. The idea is that women have been taught to have a certain amount of shame about their body. So
wait, who is this?
This is Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's your Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Because see, you only see her in the movies, and she talks way differently. She uses, her accents and her character work. But when she's trying to sell a candle that smells like her vagina, she goes, the idea is that women have been taught to have a certain amount of shame about their body. So if you just light a candle that says, "This smells like my vagina," and then put it on the coffee table, it's kind of a punk rock statement. So don't you feel stupid? Here's the thing.
Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
The idea of naming a candle "This Smells Like My Vagina" and having it smell like geranium, citrusy, bergamot, and cedar. You're like, oh, there's no way that smells like her vagina. Well, apparently Goop's chief designer and head of merchandising, Sean Kearney, said in an interview that, he's like, we all live and breathe these products. People like actively using things, like checking things out. And he's like, for Goop team, smelling Gwyneth's vagina became just another day at the office. She's the ultimate embodiment of the brand, and that means ensuring its authenticity with the products. So they had to, not got to, but were required for their job to get the scent right, to just sit there and smell her vagina a bunch.
Can you imagine that? Sean, would you come in here?
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think of this? I'll never be able to watch Iron Man again.
It smells like citrusy bergamot.
Oh, and cedar. Do you smell the cedar?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now I got the lunch out of my system. But fucking Gwyneth Paltrow, or their Goop website. They're probably most famously known for their jade eggs that people could shove in their vaginas.
Oh yeah.
they had to file or they had to pay a settlement because they were making false claims with their fancy vagina eggs. They said the jade egg and the rose quartz egg, they sold them with the claims that they could balance hormones, regulate menstrual cycles, prevent uterine prolapse, and increase bladder control. And then they also had this thing called Inner Judge Flower Essence Blend, which prevents depression. I know you have a whole bunch of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're saying that Goop is barred from making any claims about the efficacy of its products that aren't backed by reliable science and from selling misbranded, unapproved, or falsely advertised medical devices. So here's the thing. You can still get yourself a jade egg, right?
Right.
Here's the thing. You can get it. They're called yoni eggs because I guess that's what she calls bajingos. The eggs harness the power of energy work, crystal healing, and a Kegel-like physical practice. Insert the egg into your vagina and feel the connection with your body by squeezing and releasing the egg. They basically want you to fuck yourself with an egg and say, "Look at you, you're doing it. You're taking care of yourself. You're harnessing the power of energy work, crystal healing. Yay!" I mean, I don't know why these were so popular. They sold out at first, and they keep on selling them and keep on selling them. I don't know who's buying these. They cost $66.
That's not even the craziest. I googled the craziest things we've spotted on Goop so far.
Oh, I purposely didn't go down that lane because I didn't want to spend an hour just on what the fuck are these. I think we can just kind of say the Goop is the worst. But if you want to give me like the top two,
Oh God, I gotta choose top two. Okay, there is a Dr. Singh's purifying, energizing, relaxing mustard bath.
ooh, a mustard bath.
Mm-hmm.
I give those to my hot dogs.
I'm actually gonna give you. I'm gonna give you four, just because they don't need that much. I'm gonna give you four. There's for $95, you could get the pillow sex pillow.
I'm sorry, the pillow sex pillow.
The pillow sex pillow.
Like what? It's a pillow that you have sex with?
PILLO sex pillow. PILLOW.
Oh, so
This
the first
sex
pillow is the
pillow
name.
helps you hit the right angles while you're getting it on. While it's a little on the expensive side, it's actually kind of genius.
You could just
get one of those wedge ones on Amazon.
Yeah, like $30.
Here's one. Psychic Vampire Repellent Protection Mist.
Okay. I thought we said we weren't going to bring that up. You told me it was a wise investment.
I don't know what to tell you.
Have I been bitten by a vampire?
Low price at $27.
Have I been bitten by a vampire?
No.
Okay. So who's crazy?
No. The Glace Rose Quartz bottle.
It's just a bottle made out of rose quartz.
It is. No, it is. There's a rose quartz in the bottle. Right there.
Oh. Because it purifies the water. If you would have just said that would have made sense.
I don't know. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do.
It's there to make the energy chakras in your H2O no go into your mouth in a way that makes you say, "Oh yes."
And there's also a vibrator necklace.
Oh, okay.
For $149. No, hold on. I can do it. You're like, that I want to see.
Oh, we're doing. Oh, okay. So now is that because
but it's not long enough of a chain.
Is it like one of those things so you don't lose your glasses? Like, I don't want to lose my vibrator.
I suppose, but
like going out to lunch with the girls. I don't imagine they want you to have it on and
I don't know.
I believe you're allowed to take it off and then use it.
Doesn't say anything about it in the thing.
I'm just saying. I feel like you have the option.
And then the last one was boring. It's spruce paper spray.
Oh, well, that's just practical.
Average piece of toilet paper into an instant wet wipe. That's not actually that bad.
Yeah. You know what else is pretty practical?
What?
Paying people to not produce CO2.
Okay.
There's a town in Finland called Lahti.
Finland.
Yep. They're offering some rewards for people who cut their carbon emissions. They have this app called CityCap that's developed with European Union funds, gives volunteers a weekly carbon quota. If they come in under the quota, then they get up to €2 per week. Right now, they have the offers of you can get free bus tickets.
Right.
There's some other rewards, but also a big reward in it. You can win slices of cake. You can just have cake. You know what? I took the bus today. I'm gonna earn myself a piece of cake. I could go to the swimming pool. I could go get some bus tickets, or I could get some German chocolate in my face.
You could.
Yeah, I just think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah. The question is, if we had such an app around here, what are the kind of reward tiers that you are looking for compensation for? Carpooling today or taking the bus, maybe ride a bike instead of driving.
I like.
Let's say you did one less ride this week. What do you think a fair reward is for you?
Like a small one-topping pizza.
Okay, but from where?
Like Rosati's.
Okay, it's gonna be Little Caesars.
You know what? I've actually been ordering Little Caesars lately.
It's a hot and ready that was made 2 hours ago.
Okay.
And people have been touching it.
Oh.
They clean their hands.
You are not doing much for the environment by making
it. Let's say you cut down your carbon emissions by like 3 days. Like 3 days, you carpooled one day, you took a bus the next day, and then it was really nice, so you rode your bike the day after. 3 days in a row, carbon emissions down, you get a medium-sized reward. What are we talking here?
I want to be able to burn leaves on the front lawn.
Okay. You can.
While firing 2 Aquanet spray bottles into the...
Okay, you will be allowed to do that.
Okay.
The only thing is that there'll be a dome above the leaves.
No.
With a hose on it that goes to a gas mask that you are wearing. And the Aquanet you're spraying into open fire that will eventually shoot back at you when the cans are done.
No.
Okay. So now let's say this whole week, you go a whole week. You were walking, you took the bus, you did some carpooling, you rode your bike, you teleconference somewhere.
Sure.
You have a whole week. You get a great big reward. What are you getting?
I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, you can just go there. Okay. But you have to bring me a slice of cheesecake.
Well, I was just at the Cheesecake Factory. I had the Cinnabon cheesecake.
Nice.
My God.
I've never been into Cheesecake Factory.
Oh God. First of all, you got to read the menu, and it's like a novel. It's a ridiculous amount of items for that place. But at the same time, the cheesecake.
Did you just go there for cheesecake, or did you go there for dinner too?
We went there for dinner.
Okay.
They've got really good dishes. I had a good pasta dish. Although I did have somebody assault me with cheese. They were putting lightly sprinkling cheese on Ellen's, and then they get to me and she's
who's this?
What?
The server?
The server.
Okay.
But it's not like at the
someone at the table next to you. They're like, here, have some.
Take it. They put too much on. No, but she almost got to the end, and she goes to put it in, and I go, that's good, because it was a lot. And then she's like, it's almost done, and then finishes it. And I was just like, that sounded like that. It's almost done. Kind of translated to like, don't be such a bitch, And at the same time, it tasted fine because I've never once in my life been like, oh no, too much cheese. Like that's never come out of my mouth. But at the same time, I was like, I wanted the choice.
Yeah, right.
I think servers are getting a little bit more like, You know, they're getting like because they know that they kind of have the upper hand right now. Because it's like, bitch, you could be at home, you know, and you came out here, so you will put your fucking mask on when I come to the table.
How about you?
It's like, hi,
yeah,
welcome
go
to the
fuck
Cheesecake
yourself.
Factory. Put your goddamn mask on. All right, can I get you guys started with anything?
Welcome to Cheesecake Factory. Fuck you.
I really wanted the pumpkin cheesecake. I wanted the pumpkin, but it's not out yet.
Oh my god!
And I confused the server. When the server goes, I'm like, okay, well, I'd like the pumpkin cheese because it is on the menu. And I was like, it's on the menu. And he's like, yeah, we don't have it yet. He goes, I think that they're just rolling out the new one and it's going to be out. And I go, all right, well then I cancel the pumpkin cheesecake. And he goes, but we don't have it. And I go, exactly, cancel it. And he just gave me this fucking look.
It says something bad on Twitter.
More cheese? Is that possible? Like,
listen, the pumpkin pie cheesecake said something bad on Twitter. Cancel it.
Cancel. I don't want it anymore. You can't have it. I know. I've canceled it.
Yeah, but sir, we weren't. It's not even offered right
now. Cancel it.
Speaking of canceling things, I feel like we just talked about this story a few weeks ago because we did, but the goddamn FDA had to come out and say, again, stop eating hand sanitizer. Stop it. Do you want? So did you want more cheese for your hand sanitizer?
I liked it before coronavirus. It smelled and tasted better.
The early vintage is where it was at.
Yeah, it was just kind of thrown together.
See, now the problem is that hand sanitizer is being packaged in a way that is confusing all the dumb people. The reason there's warning labels on everything, here's a story. According to the FDA, some hand sanitizers are being packaged in beer cans, children's food pouches, water bottles, juice bottles, and vodka bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of companies that they had to shut down what they were making and just switch to making hand sanitizer. Like there was a lot of spirit makers that stopped making vodka, for instance, and they have these vodka bottles. They just started making hand sanitizer because they had the facilities where they could do it, and they didn't want to buy a whole bunch of randomized bottles, so they just use the bottles they have and they go, here, hand sanitizer. But they labeled it differently.
Right. Did we talk about last week? Was this last week or 2 weeks ago?
This was 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago? Did we talk about how I made my own?
No.
I made my own.
Are you making bootleg hand sanitizer?
I did. I made bootleg hand sanitizer, and it's awesome.
Is this like the toilet wine version of it? Or?
No, this is. I got a bottle of like 99% alcohol.
Okay.
And then I got a thing of tea tree oil aloe. And then you just put in a bottle. You put in, you take the bottle, you empty it out, you put them together in a bowl. You mix them up. You make sure everything's like as clean as possible, obviously. And then
that's what the sanitizer's for.
Right. Well, I know, but just in case. And then you combine it together, and you keep mixing until it's all incorporated. And then you just put it back in the bowl or the bag the bottle that it came in, and you've got essentially your own hand sanitizer that smells like tea tree oil.
Cool. Science experiment.
Everything smells like shit. Like I found one bottle of hand sanitizer, and it kind of smelled like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. This I like.
That was
everything else. It's just like it's bad. Like
that was one of the problems. They said like the FDA is saying that they found some hand sanitizer with, they say it's flavorings such as chocolate and raspberry. So when you're packaged in these bottles and it smells like chocolate or raspberry, they're like, listen, I know it says hand sanitizer.
I kind of want to eat it.
It isn't a Capri Sun pouch.
Is it brought to you by like such brands as Tasties and Put This in Your Mouth Incorporated?
Oh, you know the sponsors for the episode already.
Yeah. Eat this.
Eat this.
I know it says I know it's one word and it says eat this, but I kind of think it's telling me to eat it.
Okay, but you understand that legally the word are not separated. It's one word, so it is not informing you on what to do. It's just
but I just feel like it.
Okay, I understand.
Feel like it wants me to ingest it, and I think it'll save my life and keep me from coronavirus.
Okay, well, we understand why you're dumb and you would think that, but we specifically put on the label, "Do not consume this." Eat this.
But it said Do not, like, you can't tell me what to do. Government can't tell me what to do. That's in the Constitution.
Ma'am, we are not the government.
The Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
The Bill of the Northern Lights.
That's the Bill of Rights. That's what they do every month. That's why we pay it. So that the lights stay on and America keeps running.
Mm-hmm. Freedom.
Number one on the Bill of Rights. Can't tell me what to do. Number 2, see number 1.
About Fight Club. So let's see if you know this children's rhyme. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What is it actually?
It's a tiger.
By
toe.
No, and not toe. Balls.
Yeah, I would say that's not a good idea.
Well, here's the problem. There was a
stop telling children to do that.
They didn't tell someone to do it, but they sure didn't stop it.
Like a rhythmical manner. That's not good.
Officials at Tiger Kingdom in Mae Rim, it's in Thailand, have they said 2 staff members were reprimanded for allowing a Thai woman to hold a tiger's testes for a social media photo. She posted, "Pray in your heart and squeeze hard, then you will be free from suffering." So this tiger was,
but not the tiger.
No, this tiger's drugged out of its mind, and then that's just kind of like, you know, how you doing? She's like, "Ooh, take the picture."
I told you I was in the same room as the tiger once, right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "Is this woman?"
No, yeah.
She has a history. You're in the same room as a tiger.
Yeah, I've told you this story. When I was in New York, I went to a thing in the Hamptons, and this woman who like ran like an animal sanctuary, like on her property, there was like a tiger in the house.
Tiger in the house.
No, like, but I was my girlfriend at the time runs upstairs to go get her, and I'm just standing in the foyer, and then all of a sudden you see like this. You see, like, it's in the dark, and then you see.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
It was just loose?
Yeah. It was essentially a domesticated tiger. And the thing comes at me, and I don't want to yell. I don't want to be like, so I'm like, tiger in the foyer. Like practically peeing my pants. Like, tiger in the foyer.
Oh,
and then they start coming, and the thing like literally goes up, and it's like on my leg, and I was like, oh my god! And they're like, hey, you met Tabby. I'm like, oh, I met Tabby. They're like, why does it smell like shit? And I'm like, not me, probably Tabby.
The tiger shit my pants.
By the way, the tiger needs new pants.
He wears my size. I'll take him.
But yeah, no, it was a rescue from a film set.
Adopt, don't shop.
Right? No, it was a rescue from a film set. And I was like, and she's like, yeah, so she comes in from outside sometimes and it starts getting a little cool.
They let that bitch outside?
Well, yeah, it's an animal sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like big Hamptons property.
I thought you meant like she runs an annual sanctuary out of her house. I thought you meant like she just has a big yard, but it's like a full-on sanctuary.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, the fences aren't as big as they should be. But
I don't know. Well, it apparently doesn't matter when he's got a key to the back door.
Beep 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 beep. It knows the code.
I change it every week. I don't understand how this keeps happening. Speaking of animals. You know, a sheep just sold at an auction in Scotland this past week.
You don't have sheep news?
What?
Dubstep?
No.
We should have. You should have just for today.
The thing is, I had goat news and I got rid of it because it wasn't that much.
Well,
this lamb is named Double Diamond. You hear of it? You hear of the most expensive sheep in the world being called Double Diamond. How much are you paying?
Double D sheep.
How much you paying for this fucking sheep?
$1 million.
Wow, you are ridiculous. It was only $490,000.
Oh, okay.
God, you're stupid.
Double D sheep.
There was a bidding war between 3 farms. The bidding started at $13,000. There was a fucking bidding war between 3 farms. They drove the price up to $490,000 before they all just said, hey, how about we share this sheep? He can fuck at your place on Mondays and Tuesdays. So fuck at your place Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then I'll just take the weekends. They're apparently a butcher favorite. It's a Texel sheep. I don't know what the fuck that is, other than I know that's expensive. And you know what else could be expensive? Hey,
Safe bet.
did you ever find a safe in the middle of a field?
No.
Well, you've never been to Bar, New York.
No.
Because in Kirk Mathis's field on his farm, he was out of town. When he came home, there was just a safe with a note attached to it saying whoever could open it could keep what's inside. So imagine you're out of town, you come home, and there's a bunch of people in your yard digging into a safe because they found out there's like, oh, and dibs to whoever opens it.
Be like, hey, get off my property.
This safe is for everyone.
No, get off my property.
It don't belong to you.
Get out of it.
Well, when you put it that way, the people took a sledgehammer to it. They knocked the dial and the handle off the front of it, and the hinges got all worked over. It gets pretty beat up, and then finally Kirk decides, you know what, this is more fun as a mystery, and he decided to hide it.
Let's try the handle. No.
The safe's over here. He's like, let's try the handle. No, it doesn't do anything anymore. So they beat the shit out of the safe, and probably a few good swings before they got opened. He comes through and says, yeah, I think with these crazy times with the virus and all the politics, it would probably just give people some fun to think about, oh my God, what could be in it? So I'm just going to hide it now.
There ain't shit in there.
But what if there is, and he just decides, it's mine. It's on his land.
It's technically his. Just because a note says whoever opens it doesn't mean it gives them the right to be to dictate. That'd be like striking oil in your backyard, and then it goes, whoever finds out that there's oil here gets to keep it. That's not legal.
But I think that
law works.
That's part of the ground. This was something that was dumped on the farm.
Right. It's still on his property, though.
So if I take your car keys when you're driving and throw them into a field, you're not allowed to go get them anymore because those belong to Kirk. They're on his property.
Well, if you won't.
Now we're walking.
I'm just saying. But whoever just dumped it there doesn't get to dictate who it belongs to.
Yeah.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
What about the other 10th?
Some bullshit. I don't know.
It's a lot of legalese. No one ever really. You bet he just opens the safe up and it says childhood best friend goes, tag. You're it. No tag backs.
Why don't you make it easier to open? You had to earn it. You had to want it.
You had to want it.
And you feel so much better now.
Oh, you would. It's like you don't look like you've grown since you're 8. I've been in this safe a long time.
It's kind of like when they keep those calves in the box for veal. I'm like veal.
I'm veal.
I'm veal now.
Don't eat me.
In fact, call me veal. My last name is, I'm Italian now. It's Parmesan.
Please.
And then the lady comes
My father was beef.
Bitch, it's almost done.
Please. My father was beef tenderloin.
Call me veal.
So you heard about all these California wildfires, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of fucking up crops, they got
the dick crop is terrible this year because of coronavirus.
I know. I almost jumped to this story because you said that. The problem with all these fires going on is that when it's going through wine country, is that now a large portion of the grapes that are there now smell and taste like they've been barbecued.
They've got a smoky aftertaste.
Yeah, so now it's just all Sweet Baby Ray's.
Honestly, though, people like are so like on. Do you ever watch Chef's Table on Netflix?
No.
So Chef's Table is like basically they focus in on like a type of cooking, and so this year's season is barbecue,
Okay.
which is cool to watch because you see a lot of like the Texas barbecue stuff. But there's this one guy in Australia who only cooks over an open flame.
Okay.
Anything he cooks is going to be over an open flame. Doesn't have like an oven, a convection oven, anything like that. It's got to be over an open flame in his kitchen. And so he was looking for all this shit to, like, if it's there, like even like for some reason when he says like with a steak, he goes, if there's grill marks on it, I've failed, because that means he hasn't been like I don't understand that. I did not understand it, but it's just the aspect of controlling the flame. And he tried to grill everything. Like he had this thing of like grilled berries and then like grilled caviar, and it was
Grilled
just
pudding.
like, you would love this shit.
I know what shit I would love.
What?
I would love to have a $1.5 million N99 face mask designed by an Israeli jeweler for a private customer who wanted this mask done by the end of the year and for it to be the most expensive mask ever made. This guy spent $1.5 million on this fucking mask. It weighs over half a pound, and that's pretty much just in gold and diamonds. So
Will you look at me? I can't. I can't lift my head because of my mask.
So
Trying to be.
Oh, there you are. I can breathe fine. What's the problem? Someone wipe me. I don't know why that's a problem.
I feel like I spent $1.5 million trying to find a good mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through a bunch of them. Like even the little, like the disposable ones are a little too small for my fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the other ones I was like, I can't breathe out of this. And so I ended up finding a company called Sleeps. And they have really comfortable masks. And I was like, thank God, I don't have to buy anymore.
I spent $5 on a mask at Walgreens in April, and it's been doing me a solid ever since.
I didn't like them.
Yeah, well. Now we're on to the legally dumb portion of the show, where we have a bunch of quick little hits, including a gentleman who drove off a road down into a house, injuring 2 people because he swerved to miss this object in the road. What object did he swerve away from?
Oh, what was this object? A possum.
No, I will tell you, it is a classic joke structure.
Was it a chicken?
It was a chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? To make this dude drive into a house.
Right.
A Delaware man, 60-year-old Ralph J. Cahill, he got his 5th DUI. And while that's not something that's funny, it's actually quite troubling. The way he got it was actually kind of, perfect for this show. What was he driving when he got his 5th DUI, Patrick?
A tractor.
But a very small version of that. A riding lawnmower.
Oh, no.
He was, had he just been driving it down the road, probably would have been fine. But he decided to operate it as a lawnmower. He started traveling through yards and acting disorderly, falling over and leaning against his lawnmower. So, bit of a dum-dum there. Now, 61-year-old Christopher Sale.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Christopher for Sale. Anyway, in Oklahoma City, he got arrested for going through the Taco Bell drive-thru. What was he doing to get arrested for driving through the Taco Bell drive-thru?
Trying to get a taco.
Yes, and sauce.
And what?
Sauce.
And hot sauce.
Yeah, so he made multiple trips. He went through, got his food, and then he asked for additional taco, and then he got that, and then he went through the line again, got more sauce, and then he went through again and asked for napkins, and then he left and came back and got more sauce, And you figure, well, what's this guy's problem? He's just going through the drive-thru a bunch of times. There's nothing wrong about that. Here's the problem. He was fully naked.
Oh,
Yep. Decided to do some laundry.
got to see it all.
Decided to do some laundry and just. Don't you hate when you're doing laundry and accidentally wash literally all of the clothes you have, including the ones that you're wearing? Oh man! So then we have another lawsuit coming out about feelings. Did you hear about this one? You know about Sherlock Holmes?
No.
Okay, so there's a new film on Netflix called Enola Holmes.
Oh yeah, with what's her name from Stranger Things?
Yes,
Millie Bobby Brown.
What's her name from Stranger Things? And Henry Cavill, Superman. So with the copyright for the story of Sherlock Holmes, all the stories written before 1923 went back into the public domain in 2014, which is why you get to see a bunch of versions of Sherlock Holmes now.
Right.
But like the later stories that they wrote, the family of Arthur Conan Doyle still has them. And It wasn't until these older stories that he decided to give the character of Holmes some recognizable human emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And because in this Netflix movie, with a character that's made up, Sherlock Holmes is showing them emotion, they're suing and saying, you could have Sherlock Holmes, but if you make him a little sad, that's our stuff. We get sadness. So now they're suing because they decided to give him emotion. I don't.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, but they get to do it.
Well, I mean, they sue, but
they sued in 2015 for Miramax's release of Mr. Holmes, which was settled out of court. But for some reason, they didn't do anything with the Holmes and Watson with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. They're like, you know what, we're just gonna.
They probably don't know that was out.
We're not gonna claim that trash bag.
Right.
And now the most famous form of legally stupid, legally dumb. You know how you've been missing two very important personas from your life?
Sure.
Yeah, you know, like your friends from Tampa.
Yeah.
Cole and Marmalade.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, the famous cast that they were on Ellen, they were on the cover of Modern Cat magazine, you know, your best friends.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, here's the thing. There was a lawsuit between the owners, Chris Poole and his wife Jessica Josephs, and the company that they had representing them, Digital Pet Media, because the owners weren't allowed to post pictures of the cats on their social media with them. Like, no, we get all the content. You can't post your own cat on your own feeds.
Right.
So I mean, way to sign a dumb contract.
Yeah.
But they finally got out of it, and Cole and Marmalade are back right when the world needed them the most. They're back and posting about them being cats.
Thank God. And all right with the world.
All of a sudden, you know, everyone just got along because Cole and Marmalade are back, y'all.
Yay!
I know. It's pretty exciting. Now, if we could, real quick, I just want to. I'm gonna see if he's up. Hey, Timmy. Timmy. Yeah. Hey, wake up. Timmy, have you been getting enough rest?
Yes, I've been getting enough rest.
Okay, wake up.
Waiting to die.
Okay. Well, I just want to come in and give you a quick update on something, okay? I got your chart right here.
Okay.
And you know how you wrote about this man named Bill Clark who set the record for 23 license plates tore in half in 1 minute?
Yeah.
And you decided you were going to save up all your strength.
I did.
All your treatments to try to rip 24.
I didn't move for 48 whole hours.
I know, and you were so strong. You somehow got to 28 license plates. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And just before Guinness was going to send you the plaque, I called up Bill and I told him about your bravery.
Yeah.
And he was so inspired that he wanted to fly out to meet you.
Oh, that's nice of him.
But instead of that, he decided to go to a stadium for a local minor league baseball team, the Binghamton Rebel Ponies. Remember how you said you loved their?
They hit a home run for me in hopes that I would live.
Yeah, well, they decided to host Bill, and in an effort to raise money for frontline workers and the Make-A-Wish Foundation to help sick kids, he beat your record. He got 29 plates in a minute.
God damn it!
You don't understand? No, Timmy, you don't understand. He did this for sick kids everywhere.
I know, but I wanted that record so that I could die finally peacefully and move to the other side.
Timmy, what do you have against sick kids?
It's on purpose.
Timmy, what do you have against sick kids?
I didn't want to be like all accusatory or anything like that.
What's the problem?
This is like the 9th goddamn time. And now you're probably going to tell me that I can't have my medicine now, right?
Oh, Timmy. Bill needs this medicine to give to the Make-A-Wish kids.
No, that's not a thing.
It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
Well, one day Timmy's just going to murder you. You're going to go, hey, Timmy, and he's going to go, hey, what? And stab you with a scalpel.
Hey, Timmy. Okay. I set the record for most doctors killed in my room.
Most bitch asses shot.
Oh, well, even though things do look like shit sometimes, we do have a little bit of hope in the world. There's a senior at Neuqua Valley High School in Illinois named Rewa Narsana that has set up...
Had to do my ray of light.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh my god, I love it.
It's really harsh, like.
Yeah.
This one.
Given the amount of people that are doing remote learning, she has set up a tutor service called Zooming Tutors, where students in the high school provide free virtual one-on-one tutoring to kids in the middle schools in the area. She said that she found middle school students crave interactions that she's helping foster, especially with older students, that they really enjoy the ability to talk to someone new. Mm-hmm. So middle school students receive 40-minute weekly sessions for free of charge on Zoom, and high school students receive volunteer hours. So the high school students get some volunteer hours to make them look better for school. I mean, obviously they are good kids if they're doing this, but then also helps out the next generation who's maybe struggling, sitting at home, trying to learn by themselves, really helping them so they don't fall behind at all. She has since already hired 35 tutors, all from the same school district, and the Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy and Donner's Grove. So she's had for quite a few resources of people reaching out. They began providing services in the summer to help the junior high kids get ahead, and I think it's great that a local kid is also worried about other local kids in her area to try to bolster the community that she's within. It's like you can't do a lot right now, but the things you can do could really mean a lot to people around you. So she went out of her way to create a service to have older kids not only bolster their personal resumes, but help them reach out to really help the younger kids who are struggling with this very new and challenging way of learning. Like some people in college, they can do the online courses just fine, but when you're in middle school and all you know is going to school 5 days a week for 8 hours, all of a sudden it's completely different now, and you're still a child. Try to learn how to do this. It can be really tough. So it's good that we have someone like her that is looking out fortunately for stuff for kids right around in our area, but I'm sure this could lead to people in other areas throughout the country, throughout the world, trying to create something along the same lines to help everyone in their area as well.
Right. And it's hard too, because there's the other one I saw, like we made, Taco Bell's had whatever quite the week, but like there's this these Taco Bell, I don't know if they arranged for it, but these girls were seen outside of a Taco Bell doing their homework in like California, where like in Silicon Valley of all places, like these
Okay.
kids did not have Wi-Fi, so they were sitting outside, um, to do their homework using the free Wi-Fi for Taco Bell
Okay.
on like a tablet and like on a laptop, and somebody, a woman named Jackie Lopez, uh, started a GoFundMe that raised over $115,000 for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they could get their own internet or what?
Well, I mean, they were. It also turned out that they were getting like evicted from their house.
Oh shit!
They got like over $115,000. I mean, they can.
That's amazing.
They get a room. Evicted from the. It wasn't even the apartment they rented. Evicted from the room they rented.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, shit's crazy out there. So it's nice to see there's so many people helping take care of as much as they can with local community issues. So,
I do think that they should have called it Zooters.
Get out. All right, that's a good deal for this week.
Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Hungry as a Bear. That's me. At Patrick Newsom 42. That's a dummy.
That's me. And I recently tweeted.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You son of a bitch. What did you tweet?
I tweeted.
Hold on.
I can tell you.
No, I'm gonna look at it. Oh my god. He actually tweeted.
Yep.
He did it. Hold on, we gotta pull this off for a second. Where's there we go. Eating dinner and being stared at by 7 eyes of Sauron is unnerving at the Cheesecake Factory. What's this picture go to, Patrick? Now we know your Instagram account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
He did. He tweeted via another program, but he tweeted anyway.
And it's funny too because normally I don't hit Twitter. I usually just goes to my Facebook.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna show Bear.
Oh, you did it.
Now it'll be another 2 years before
Just hit the button every time.
I don't really Instagram that much though.
I hate you. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Stupid's Talking Stupid. You can like us on Facebook. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. We upload the video versions of the podcast, so if you missed it live, it'll still be up there. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, any of the podcasting apps that you may like to use. If you download us on one of those, please rate and review it because that'll help us out. Right now, we are the most goodest stupid podcast there is, but I mean there's others out there. They're not as great as us,
Right?
But we need to show them that we're the best.
We're the stupidest.
We're the stupidest.
You can also find us on dvmpe.com along with many other fun podcasts.
For anything Stupid's Talking Stupid related, you can go to our website stupidstalkingstupid.com. On there you'll find a link for our store, so if you want to buy a shirt, buy some stickers. Emily just bought some stickers.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, she sent me a Snapchat of it, and I was like, "Yeah, it arrived." So we got stickers, we have masks, we have leggings. We are still working on trying to get more stuff up there. It's a bit of a problem since I finally have a goddamn job.
I know.
So I'm like busy with real life stuff. Finally, it's been 6 months. Finally got a job.
Yay!
I know, it's so great. So.
That's going to do it for this week. For Stupid's Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And I'll talk to you later.